beautiful Nigerians, you're specially welcome back to my political news of today. And if this is your first time coming across this channel, I'll say you and all of you are specially welcome. I remain your humble sister from another mother. My name is still Her Excellency of the Federal Republic of my Kingdom, Tahila the Great. Today, the video you're about to watch is a very pertinent question that the Nigerian government needs to answer. The Nigerian Labour Congress held a press conference asking a very pertinent question that where are the billions of dollars that was stolen by previous administrations or government that has served Nigerians since 1960? That they need to come and account and give Nigerian accountability because a lot of billions of dollars has been stolen. They should come and account for it. They do not have the right to just allow citizens to suffer for what they are supposed to be entitled to. So these are the pertinent questions that we are going to be discussing in this video. Now, recall that since the pronouncement of fuel subsidy, there have been a series of agitations, threatening of protests and all of that, and transportation has really skyrocketed. So these are the many more questions I want us to discuss at the comment section. But before then, I want you to watch the detailed press statement coming from the NLC. They are saying that from now till Wednesday, if the government do not reverse it, they are embarking on a nationwide strike, and that the independent national marketers, that's NNPC, do not have the right to come up and start inflicting price. That Tinubu just came into power barely a few days ago without a cabinet, and they are already facing this thing. So these are the many more questions I want us to talk in the comment section. But meanwhile, if this is your first time coming across this channel, I say thank you for stopping by. Do not forget to hit that red subscription button and click on the notification bell for more of my news coming your way. So beautiful people, let me allow you watch the detailed press statement threatening Tinubu government from now to Wednesday if they don't reverse the fuel subsidy. See you in my comment section. Thank you. Keep watching and we'll be right back.
A people united. Charity. Sit down, comrades. Which have been on and on by every government in power. Subsidy seems to be now a cat that has 9 lives. Every government will announce subsidy, and the meaning of subsidy removal, according to them, is increase in price. We woke up suddenly to hear that subsidy is gone by Mr. President on the day of his inauguration, without a cabinet, without going to the National Assembly. And we were told that there was provision up to the end of June. And we wouldn't know whether there was vehement or adjustment. And why they invited us for a meeting by 2 p.m., they had the NNPC PLC, as a private company, went ahead to fix prices. And we are still wondering whether it is the function of companies who are limited liability companies to fix prices of petroleum products in Nigeria. And the level of increase brings much, leaves more to be desired, in the sense that the issue of subsidy has not been probed all these years. And for anybody to close that chapter is like covering fraud. The Nigerian Labour Congress has called the NEC members for us to interrogate some of these processes, to know who and who we are collecting the subsidy money. Very important. And how much they have collected, at least in the last 8 years. Because it is not enough to say subsidy or no subsidy. Because if the report we are getting on landing cost is correct, if landing cost is $30 per barrel, and a barrel gives you over 150 something liters, you see that we are talking of about 18 cents plus. And that will be about 19 naira. And if it is 19 naira and they are selling at 185, they're already making more than 100% profit. And for anybody to announce, or for NNPC to illegally announce 500, 400, all that, we are here to interrogate the process and for NEC to give directive. Already, at the meeting they held with us, we have asked for the withdrawal of that figure for meeting to continue. And NLC NEC will give further direction on what to do if they fail to withdraw the figures that is all over. 50% of the states are not paying minimum wage of 30,000. Some are still paying 18,000. And it takes an average of 40,000 naira now for you to fill your tank that will last for 1 week. A small I pass my neighbor generator will not take less than 10 liters. And 10 liters cannot last a night. And it's addition of about 3,000. And in the meeting, they were not only provocative, we saw the contempt at which they held Nigerians by saying they will give people 5,000 as palliative, and that they are going to give 5,000 for 50 million Nigerians, whom they call the poorest of the poor. But the Bureau of Statistics said that there are 133 million Nigerians that are multidimensionally poor. And that's what they told us. And maybe they will give it for 6 months or thereabout. There is no other condition, no provision. We looked at alternatives, which we'll discuss in 2021. Nobody wants to mention about the repair of refineries. All questions bordering around that were not responded to. Nobody responded to the issue of CNG, which we agreed that the vehicles could be converted within 3 months. No response. So it's like there's no alternative on ground. And one of them said it's a fiat accompli. So with this, that's why we have called you here, to brief you and to seek further directive on how to go about this. But let me say this. The propaganda will be on. The blackmail will be on. This matter has been on subsidy for the past 20 years. This is not a new policy of the NLC. This is not designed by this NLC. Subsequent NLC, previous NLC stands on this. That whereas the federal government has been subsidizing the rich in this country, and for some time now, between 2016 to 2023, almost over 26 trillion has been spent on import waiver alone to the rich. That whereas over $6 billion have been spent on turnaround maintenance, there is nothing to show for it. That whereas the federal government released about $2.7 billion for the repair of 2 or 3 major refineries in the country, and spent the same amount of investment in the Dangote refinery. There's nothing on ground. That whereas the labor unions have provided alternative, including the recommendation of CNG, which is eco-friendly and cheaper, and that by 2021, the engagement between the labor unions, NLC, TUC, and the federal government, the then minister, made us to understand that the CNG cost will be about 90 naira per liter. And that whereas the NNPC have refused to tell us the landing cost of a barrel of petroleum up to this moment. That whereas the NNPC has refused to disclose the beneficiaries of the subsidy, the Nigerian Labour Congress is hereby calling for proper investigation in the process of subsidy, to know those who are the beneficiaries, to know the amount that is involved, and to investigate it properly before it is swept under the carpet. That the current attempt to sweep the issue of the fraudulent practices in the subsidy regime should not be tolerated by all well-meaning Nigerians. That the NEC session directed that the leadership of NLC should be cautious of negotiating with people without portfolio. That it is instructive that until a government is properly constituted and the people who will negotiate with labor are such people with mandate and capacity to commit the government of the day, such negotiations may not be valid wherever. Consequently, the NLC decided that if by Wednesday next week that the NNPC, a private limited liability company that illegally announced a price regime in the oil sector, refuses to revert itself for negotiation to continue, that the Nigerian Labour Congress and all its affiliates will withdraw their services and commence protests nationwide until this is complied with. And that NNPC doesn't have the monopoly to act illegally, even as a private company. The NLC NEC therefore directed all state councils and all industrial unions to commence mobilization from this moment to make sure that this action is enforced. Thank you, comrades, for being with us. God bless you all.
There is victory for us. Victory. There is victory for us. In the struggle. In the struggle for Nigeria. There is victory for us. Forward. Forward. Ever. Backward.
All right, beautiful people, I'm sure you're done watching the video, and I'm sure you're enjoying what you watch. You've listened to everything that is said. I want to hear your thoughts. Your like at the comment section means say I dey tell you say I want to hear what you feel about the video where you just watch now. Waiting you learn, waiting you feel, because some of these things, some people they learn some things inside. Yes, waiting whatever you feel, just share it at the comment section. Anything where you know say you learn, or why you feel say waiting you watch, waiting they're supposed to improve, or waiting no day supposed they there. Let me hear how you feel for comment section. Now do not forget to hit that red subscription button and click on the notification bell for more of my political news coming your way. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.